Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a special occasions hair and makeup look. I am just about to leave the house and go to our maternity shoot, and this is the look I'm going to be wearing. And I just kind of figured that I would film. I think it's really good for like guest of wedding or a baby shower, or even if you're a bride. I just think it's a really good look, a festival look even, because of the messy kind of like boho-y hair. I think it's really fun and great for so many summer events that I wanted to share it with you guys. So if you guys want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. So I'm starting out by moisturizing my face with the Ambi Fade Cream. If you guys watched my nighttime routine, you will have already seen this product. And then for under my eyes, I'm just using an eye cream. And by the way, all products will be listed down below. For foundation, I'm using the Milani foundation, and I'm mixing two colors to get my perfect shade. So I'm just dotting that all over my face and then blending it out with my damp beauty blender. To brighten under my eyes and on my inner corners, I am using the Pixi Brightening Peach Correcting Concealer, and I'm just using that on my finger. You just need the tiniest bit, but it does take that kind of bluish purpley tone from under your eye. And then I'm going in with the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and just popping that on any spots I have, around my nose, under my eyes, and just a little bit on my forehead to highlight. And then I will be blending that out with my damp beauty blender again. Then to set my concealer, I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte Loose Powder in the color Transparent, and just applying this underneath my eyes and a little bit around my nose and the center of my forehead. I will be going back in later to set the rest of my face with the same thing, but for now I'm just doing my problem areas. To prime my eyes, I'm using the Maybelline Master Prime and just applying that all the way up to my brow bone with my finger. For eyeshadow, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the color Endless Pearl, and just taking that on a fluffy brush and applying that to my entire lid all the way up to my brow bone, but mostly concentrating it on the inner third of my eye and keeping that area really bright. So then I'm going in with the Tartelette in Bloom palette and taking this light brown shade and working that into my crease a bit. Then taking this shade Rebel, I am using this on the outer third of my eye and just working it into the crease just a tiny bit. And to darken things up even more, I'm taking that darkest shade on the bottom row and applying that really just in the outer corners of my eyes, and then making sure I really blend it out and make sure that it is seamless. Going back in with the color Rebel, I'm just taking that on a flat shadow brush and just kind of like rubbing that on my lower lash line. I'm really not trying to get too much down there, but just right under my lash to smoke it out a little bit. Then taking this dark shade in the upper corner, I'm going to be taking that again on a flat shadow brush and just really like pushing that into my upper lash line just to make my lashes look nice and thick, and that way I have like a nice base for applying my false lashes. The ones I'm using today are by Kiss, and they are called the Shy Lashes, and I find these work great on absolutely anybody. They're just really soft and natural looking, yet still dramatic, and bring attention to your eyes. So I highly recommend these, and they're super inexpensive from the drugstore. For bronzer, I'm using the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and just applying that just right above the hollows of my cheeks to really give my cheekbones like that raised effect. And then also applying it to my forehead for that sun-kissed look, and under my jawline as well. For blush, I'm using the Butter Blush by Physicians Formula in the color Plum Rose, And this is just a really pretty natural blush shade, and it doesn't have any shimmer in it, but it definitely like gives you a nice glow and a natural sheen. So I'm applying that to my cheeks and just kind of running it on my forehead and under my jawline. And then for my highlighter, I'm using the Wet n Wild high power highlighter in the color Blossom Glow, and just applying that to my cheekbones, underneath my brow bone, a little bit on my forehead, and on my Cupid's bow as well. So going in with mascara, I'm using the Clinique High Impact Mascara and just using that to blend my natural lashes with the falsies, and just trying not to apply too much, and also applying that to my bottom lashes as well. And then I'm going in with that Wet n Wild highlighter again and just popping that on the inner corners of my eyes to give a nice pop and brighten them up a bit. And then I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel in the color Taupe to fill in my brows. Then taking the Rimmel Clear Brow Gel, I'm just using that to set my brows, and I have actually been really liking this. It's a new product that I'm trying, and for the price I think it's actually pretty good. So then to set everything, I'm using the Milani Make It Last setting spray and just applying that all over my face. And then here is where I'm going back in with that Rimmel Stay Matte powder and a big fluffy brush and just applying that all over my T-zone. So my forehead, around my nose, and the inner parts of my cheeks again, and my chin, down my neck, and just kind of really making sure everything is matte and set. Then I'm applying some Carmex, and I'm going to be just kind of like pushing it into my lips to really moisturize them, and then kind of rubbing it off with a tissue to exfoliate. And then I'm going to be using the Milani liquid lipstick in the color Honey and just applying that all over my lips. And I did a little bit more than I normally do just because I wanted the color a little bit more pigmented, and you can definitely outline your lips. I just find I don't need to with this product. So then for my hair, I'm going to be using the Conair 1-inch curling iron, and I put this on the hottest setting possible, and then I'm just combing through my hair. And if you guys want to see how I curl my hair, I will leave a little link right above and below showing you guys how I curl my hair. But for this hairstyle, I'm actually just going to be taking a small section at the top and beginning a regular French braid. So I like to leave some pieces out around my face. So I started about 1 inch back, and again, just a small section and creating a small French braid. So if you guys don't know how to French braid, there are a ton of videos on YouTube that you can find, because I'm really not showing you well here, but I'm just adding pieces to the outside pieces and crossing them over the middle pieces. I am then just securing that with a tiny clear elastic, and then I'm going to be going in and kind of pulling at the braid to give it some volume. You guys can really go crazy if you want it nice and big. I just did mine, I would say like a medium amount, but I did pull it out a little bit. And then I'm going to be taking 2 pieces of hair behind this ponytail. So you can see me grab 2 pieces pretty much like on the sides of the original ponytail and just kind of pulling them over that piece. And then I'm going to be securing those together with another clear elastic. Once I have done that, I'm going to be taking this and flipping it inside out, if that makes sense, to create like a little topsy tail. And then I am going to be loosening that up a little bit, so just kind of pulling at it and making it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to just keep repeating this. So underneath that piece of hair, I'm taking the original ponytail and pulling it into 2 sections to wrap it around the front and securing that with an elastic. So again, we're just going to twist this in towards itself in between those two pieces to create a little topsy tail, and then pulling at both sides of the twist to make it really big and messy. Again, you guys can totally do as much or as little as you want, and you can actually stop here, but I decided to do one more to make it a little bit longer. So I'm just taking two pieces from underneath that piece, securing them with an elastic, then turning that piece inside out again and creating these little twists that I'm going to mess up. So as you guys can see, it ends up looking kind of like a really messy fishtail braid, but it's just simpler and it stays in a lot better. So then I'm just kind of fluffing everything up and making sure it looks good, and that is absolutely it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I also included some photos here of our photo shoot if you wanted to see kind of like the final look. And if you guys want to see more photos, you can follow me over on Instagram. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!